Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. And here's Doncic. Back to Reeves. Three-pointer. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Gafford the screen. Irving goes in. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
You know, his aggression and his attack mode is one of the things that, to me, sets Irving apart. Moving, driving, attacking, that's when he's at his best.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Now here's Irving. Outside for Davis. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by James. It's James on the wing. And stolen by Irving. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
James, that's good.
Yeah, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Now here's Irving. To the paint. Here's Thompson. It's Hayes with the rebound. James with the ball. Irving picks him up. 2 points. That one goes.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Left side, Davis. Rebounded by LeBron. The Lakers lead by 5. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love, and just to try to get back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. 7-point differential. Pass to Powell. From deep. Hachimura with a rebound. Doncic feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Powell. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Connect. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Over Irving. And again, it's the Lakers.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Irving for 3. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. And Doncic with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
Now Doncic. And Davis with the block. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lakers on top, up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Pass to Powell. Dinwiddie left side. And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you've just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
The Mavericks trailing. Dinwiddie outside. Powell outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. James up top. He's got 6. Pass to Vincent. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Davis. And so it's Dallas with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And the basket's good, off the assist from Dinwiddie. Davis has gotten his second bucket.
The big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Fades and shoots. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Davis a screen. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 5 points.
Boy, confident and composed. Dinwiddie did not get nervous pulling up from a different area code that time. He's got in the gym range.
James deciding where to go with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Dwight Powell. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Irving for 3. Sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Doncic. Oh, good D by Edwards. Outside Irving. Screen by Lively. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. In transition, here they come. Here's James. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Three-pointer. Irving, no good. The Lakers trail. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's James on the wing. It's blocked. Here we go. Here's Irving. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got 10 points in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Fades. Doncic's shot is good.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Here's Irving. He's got 10. Over Finney-Smith. Pass to Irving. Five on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get it again. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Mavericks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs. The lead is 2. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Doncic outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Fader on the way. Washington grabs the miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Doncic. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Doncic has got 8 points.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Back to Irving. Drains the triple. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
To the inside. Here's Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. The Mavericks pull it in.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Irving. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The shot off that time. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Gafford the screen. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Gafford.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Tries the spin move. Here's Doncic. Oh! Doncic playing above the rim.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Gafford the screen. Puts it up from the high post. And he connects with a jumper. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Gafford the screen. And Irving gets it to go.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Out left to the wing. Back to Doncic. Here's Connect. Inside. With the fadeaway. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Dallas leading by 4. Dinwiddie outside. From behind the arc. LeBron with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space.
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
"19 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And Finney-Smith over to help. Back to Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. Pass to Edwards. Over James. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got his first points in this one.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Shot's good by James. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Lakers trail. Outside Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. Hayes with it. On the wing, Reeves. Now Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And that ties it up.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6. Davis a screen. Dinwiddie, no good. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Back to James. Here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
To the inside. Howe with a steal. Pass to Christie. Takes the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And now a 5-point Maverick lead.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard who'll spread it around for you.
They get it again. Outside Reeves. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Irving with it. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got 11 in the second half.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
James with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Back to James. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And that one drops for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Irving looking around. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Irving. The three ball. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's James. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Dallas leading by 4. Powell outside. Irving up top. Just 5 on the clock. With the drive. Got it. Irving's got 25 points.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Right side Reeves. Outside Finney-Smith. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
It falls! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Now here's Irving. Powell outside. And here's Irving. That shot off. Good D by Finney-Smith.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet. Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Irving is doubled. Powell outside. On the wing, Thompson. The three won't fall. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Now Doncic. Stolen by Davis. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. Outside for Irving. Powell with it. 4 on the clock. And it's Irving missing. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Hachimura outside. Now Doncic. He's guarded by Irving. Here's Doncic. Over Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Doncic has got 20 points.
You can tell that Doncic is comfortable with his role. I mean, that role is to score and score often. He has no problems with that.
Here's Davis. Out to Powell. Pass to Irving. And here's Davis. The three. Again, the miss by Dallas. A minute 42 left in the OT period. James outside. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Irving. Davis a screen to the paint. Easy two for AD.
Poise under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
To the middle. Here's Reeves. Pass to James. Back to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Powell. Outside for Irving. Pulls up, high post. Doncic pulls down the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a two-possession game.
Dallas calls timeout. 16 seconds left to play in overtime. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. 4-3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
And Dallas calls time here. They trail by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Well, it's not looking good for them. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, it's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The second one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 1.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few.